these studios in New York, yeah.
Welcome to The Day Show. I'm your host, Kayce Lee, and folks, we have a very exciting show for you today. Before we get started, I'd like to address the change of face, if you catch my drift. I know I'm not your usual host, but unfortunately, Micha has not been the same since the incident. In other news, the spring has sprung, the third quarter is wrapping up, and there's a new photography course coming to Jericho High School next year. Joining now to give us the inside scoop, he's a man who wears many hats. Photographer, graphic designer, darkroom pioneer, baseball coach, and more. Everybody give it up for Mr. Ciminelli! Hello, Mr. Ciminelli. It is great to have you on the show. For the folks who don't know you, can you explain just what do you do, Sim?
Sure. I try to do everything. So I teach photography here, graphic design also, but kind of get my hands dirty in whatever they'll let me get my hands dirty with. I coach, hang out with the tech guys. It's a really good gig.
Sweet, sweet. And maybe you've seen the posters around the school for an analog film photography class. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. It's so for the last, I guess, since the pandemic, we've been putting back together the darkroom and making it an accessible space that's not only usable for like traditional stuff, but also experimental photography. And one of the rare things that we offer that other schools won't is color film as well. We have large format cameras, all kinds of things. And we've always been sprinkling it into our curriculum a little bit, but this year, coming up in the 2025-26 school year, we're going to have a dedicated class with only analog stuff. Kids can come in, develop their disposable cameras, stuff that we take in class, and also color film and everything else.
Wow, that's really interesting. Growing up, I know I had little to no exposure to anything analog film, and I know for a lot of students that's the same. We grew up in a very digital age. What is your perspective on the role and the value of the darkroom today?
So if you ever take any of my classes, I think the number one thing that you're going to hear from me is the subject of craft and having tangible things. You know, you guys get kind of bombarded by this digital waste, if you will, and I think that when you're taking all the photos that you take, whether that be for your own personal memories or social media, it kind of all just gets logged into your phones, and if you lose your phones, you lose your memories, you lose all that kind of stuff. Digital media has become kind of like garbage, for lack of a better term. So when you do darkroom things, you can get your hands dirty, you can be part of creating the photograph, get your own self into that, but also you're left with something that's tangible, something that you could hold. And I think for you guys, and at least from the feedback that I've been getting from other students and even from people who are just experienced in the darkroom, that feeling of holding a tangible image is something that just, it can't be replaced by even the most advanced digital photography.
That's really interesting. Something I noticed just walking through the hallway right past your room, room 118 if you want to go give them a visit. Walking past your room, you have these big kind of negatives and black and white photos. What's that about?
So we actually have a camera from 1910 that
Whoa.
we have here in school. And I restored it over the pandemic, and we use it to take pictures. The pictures that you guys are seeing out in the hallway are giant 8x10 negatives. So they're super high resolution. I mean, you're talking about thousands of grains of silver. That's what you're seeing with the black and white. That's what that actually is. It's different concentrations of particles of silver on that emulsion that's spread out. And that is what's actually happening there. So what you're seeing in the hallway, those are analog negatives, and then we can convert those digitally with Photoshop and Lightroom. So that's what you're seeing there. You're seeing an analog negative and a digital positive.
Finally, what about this new course are you the most excited about?
I think the most exciting thing, at least for me, is just the unknown of it and kind of having that opportunity to be flexible, seeing what, I mean, you've taken classes with me. I think the people who've taken classes with me know I'm very, very much about kind of like working with you guys, riffing with you guys, finding what you're interested in and kind of going that way. And the fact that we've never had this class, it opens it up for all kinds of flexibility with there. So kind of like having an idea of what I want to do, but also having that kind of opportunity to kind of branch off when we hit a topic that is really exciting and something that you guys really connect with. I think like that unknown about what the whole course is going to look like and kind of where we head during the year, I think that's what I'm most excited for. But of course, obviously, finally seeing the room and the space and the equipment being used to its utmost, like fullest potential, that's also a thrill too.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on the show. That's almost all the time we have. Before you go, where can the people interested in this course find out more?
Just stop by and talk to me. Room 118. I'm there all day long. I don't ever leave that space. So if you can't find me there, I'm usually in Miss Pillage's room, but usually room 118 is a great place to start. All
right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. 118. I'm Kayce Lee. This has been The Day Show. Thank you all and have a wonderful day. Woo!